The relationship between gaming and our personalities is so closely related it is often overlooked. All games are designed to have a backstory, but ultimately the main actions are created by the needs of the player. This form of decision making can be very telling when researched properly. The first step is revealing what personality type you are, then you can see the relationship between your personality type and the video gameplay. People often refer to these results as scary accurate due to the specificity of the information. However, it is important to stress that these results are not written at random or based on luck. They are backed in facts and research. Our values and personality are matched by the decisions made within the games we play. Research has shown that those decisions can happen unconsciously. This does not mean that players would necessarily make the same decisions in real life. The decisions aren't lacking value either. Often the decisions made in video games reflect one specific personality type. Players often get so involved in the game that they do not filter their behavior based on the social interactions that player experiences in the real world. The stress and high-pressure situations often lead to the most natural responses. These responses have since been studied and categorized loosely based on the 16 different personality types identified by 16 personalities. The research regarding the correlation between specific personality types and video gameplay allows people to draw many conclusions from it. The research found clearly shows that the certain personality types enjoy the same types of video games. The personality tests may vary, but the ones based around the Myers-Briggs testing method seem to be the most popular and accurate. 16 Personalities is a very popular Myers-Briggs based test that takes around 12 minutes to complete. The participants often end feeling the results are very specific to them as people. The relevance here is that there have been several research studies done to compare the 16 personality test results with the person's preferred video game genres and attitudes when playing them.
16 Personalities have recorded some of their findings around this topic as well. They asked their participants video game-related research questions and recorded the data from all 16 personality types. With a simple to play or not to play decision-based response, 16 personalities reported the following data. The first question was, do you enjoy playing video games? When asking the analyst category, otherwise known as architects, logicians, commanders, and debaters, 70% said yes. When asking the diplomat category, otherwise known as advocates, mediators, protagonists, campaigners, 63% said yes. When asking the sentinel category, otherwise known as logisticians, defenders, executives, and consuls, 43% said yes. When asking the explorer category, otherwise known as virtuosos, adventurers, entrepreneurs, entertainers, 55% said yes. There's a pattern of gaming as a reflection of the player rather than an individual entity. The choice of game, the motivation for playing, and the decisions made within the game all reflect the personality. These have been studied and categorized into 5 categories of personalities. The first category is openness to experience. The second is consciousness. The third is extroversion. The fourth is agreeableness. The fifth and final category is neuroticism. Based on the gamers' score in each category, it is clear what games they would prefer, their main motivation for playing, and the decisions they would likely make when playing.
Personality traits and game decisions tend to go hand in hand. If the person is outgoing, they are more likely to make outgoing or adventurous moves within the game. If the person is creative, they are more likely to choose a creative game with more freedom in the decision process, so on and so forth. The recurring question seen most often, though, is if personality affects gameplay or if gameplay affects personality. Many believe it can be either and or both of these. It is clear from research shown that personality does affect gameplay and that people with those personality types are much more likely to react or behave in the way due to their personality. However, especially in regards to violence in video games, there have been studies showing that gameplay can also affect personality. People can become more numb to the idea of crazy scenarios or violence, leading to them to behave or react in ways they wouldn't have before. This shows that gameplay really can affect personality as well. In conclusion, we know that there's a strong relationship between personality and video gameplay. The research has been organized and categorized for each specific personality type. This research could be utilized by gamers who want to know more about themselves or people who want to get into gaming and don't know what would be best for them. It would also be helpful for game designers and creators as they continue into future projects. We hope this brings more awareness to this form of personality typing and gives gamers a resource to learn more about themselves as people.